Hello everyone, and welcome to this Command tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be looking at making first-person animations for Master Chief. This is for Halo Custom Edition. I'll be showing you how to basically edit any animation for a custom gun or any other gun. And I'll be using Master Chief as the first-person arms model. But this applies to any biped. But in the contents, I'll be using the assault rifle and Master Chief's arms. So let's get started. First thing you're going to need to do is download two files. Now these aren't going to be the only files that you're going to be needing, but these are the ones that we're going to be needing first. And you'll also be needing 3ds Max. There's a link in the sidebar for a 3ds Max trial that you can download. In fact, I have many, there's a website with many different versions of 3ds Max, but you're going to want to get 8 or 7 so you can use the Blitzkrieg exporter. So anyways, you're going to want to download the GBXModel Importer version 2 and the animation importer. Go ahead and scroll down on the page and click on the download 2.2.0 of the script here. So you click here and you download it, and then go to the animation importer and go ahead and download where it says click here. Okay, now that you've downloaded these two files, depending on where you have it, they'll either be in the downloads section or they'll be on your desktop. For me, they're on my desktop, so that's where I'll be looking for them later. Alright, now go ahead and open up 3ds Max. You can see it popped up here, and go ahead and go to the little hammer over here in the right side of the screen and go to Run Script. Then navigate to where you have these two files that I told you to download, and go ahead and open up the GBXModel Importer. Go ahead and click on the Load GBXModel and go to Weapons. Click on Assault Rifle, go to FP, and click on FP.GBXModel. Go ahead and click the Import GBXModel button down at the bottom, and you can see that we have the Assault Rifle with its nodes down there too, and markers. Now go ahead and click on Load GBXModel again, and go to Characters, Cyborg, FP, and double click on FP.GBXModel. Go ahead down to the Import All Nodes as Bones and make sure that's checked. It's very important that it is. If it's not checked, it's going to make it hard to animate it when you get it into 3ds Max. Go to the node radius and put it to 0.5 and the marker radius to 0.5. Basically what this does will make the nodes and the markers smaller so that they're not sticking out of the model, or else they'd be way too big and it'd be hard to animate. Go ahead and import the model, and you can see that we're going to have the hands. So here's the hands. Alright, go ahead and close the model importer. We won't be needing it now. And if you want, you can go ahead and click on the arms and the gun and go to Properties and make them see-through. This can make it easier for editing while you're working on the models. So I'll put those both to see-through so you can see through them now. And I will be selecting the frame gun, which is this green node right here that's under the gun. And I'm going to go up here to the top left side of the screen and use the Select and Link button, and then I'll be clicking on the Select by Name. Now we have frame gun selected, and we need to link the frame gun to Master Chief's hands, and the hand that we're going to be needing is going to be the right hand. So we need to go ahead and find frame our wrist. So just find it here, right? Here it is, frame our wrist. Go ahead and link that, and it'll link. Then go here and click on left hand cyborg. There's a pound sign at the beginning of this name. This is a marker because it's blue, and the greens are nodes, but the blues are markers. Go ahead and click on the blue marker that has left hand cyborg, and go back and make sure that select and link is selected, and click on the Select by Name button. And this time we're going to be selecting frame L wrist, and that does the L looks like an I because it's capitalized, or no, it's lower, but it is an L for left. So go ahead and say link, and it will link it. Now, there's no change right now, but linking this will make your life a lot easier. So it's good to link it now. Okay, now that we've linked the gun to the hands and vice versa, let's go back up to the hammer and click Run Script. And I'm going to navigate to my desktop where I put the animation importer. And now it's time to get our default stance for the gun in the game, because you don't want to start animating when it's like this or it won't look right. You got to start in the default position, which we're going to import right now. So go ahead and click on the animation importer, and it's going to open up. This is the animation importer. And to load an animation file, you just got to click on the big load button right there. Then what you're going to want to do is go to Weapons and go to Assault Rifle and FP. Then go to fp.model animations. And you're just going to want to go ahead and leave it on the default thing, which is first person firing, and import the animation into the scene. Did you see that? It was playing the file. Also, if you notice, the hands just jump to the correct positions. This means that you don't have to bother with moving the gun into the right position. It's going to be at the right position right when the animation starts. Now, you can see that we have everything in the right position now, but we have an animation here, which means we really can't add anything to this. We can only edit it, but it's going to be hard to get it to the default stance. But what we're going to do is go ahead and go Control A, or just drag and select the entire thing, and we're going to grab these little things down on the animation bar, or the timeline, and we're going to select them, and we're going to delete them all. And basically what that does is take your gun and your hands, and when you go across the board here, or the timeline, you get nothing. It's solid. That means now you have a whole entire timeline to add your own animation into the model and the gun. And you can do anything. You can do firing, you can do the thing where he's just like wasting time and looking at his gun, tapping it or whatever. You can add anything you want to your gun. So the next part of this tutorial, I'll be explaining how to get down to the animating, and then how to export it, and how to get it into game, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So anyways, let's get on to part 2.